Hi Eastside, I'm not going to be here this week because I'm going to be doing a physics experiment. So I thought I'd explain a little bit about what this experiment is and why I had to miss class. So right now we're at the Stanford Synchrotron Radiation Light Source, which is a lot of big words. This is a synchrotron. A synchrotron is a big machine about the size of the Eastside School, and it produces X-rays. So what are X-rays? X-rays are just basically light. And you can look at things with light, and you can look at things with X-rays. So they're just like light, only in the case of X-rays, they're much higher energy. So that's what we're doing here. This big machine makes the X-rays, and they travel down this pipe here, and they go into this chamber, which is what we call this big block thing here. So basically the idea is that we're looking at little tiny magnets. You could fit about 10,000 of these magnets inside of a human hair. And we're shining the light down on the magnets to look at which way the magnet points. So you know the Earth has one second. Okay. So the Earth has a north and south magnetic pole, and our little magnets have north and south magnetic poles too. And the X-rays help us figure out which way the magnet is pointing. So which way is north and which way is south. So basically, we had this huge machine here. It's covered in tin foil, and there's lots of machinery. But all it is a source to make X-rays and shine it on these little magnets to figure out which way the magnet is pointing. And the reason I had to miss class is because this machine is so big and so fancy that we have to apply for time to use it about 6 months or a year ahead of time. So we actually applied for this time last year, and it's just this week, so I have to be here for the experiment. So that's why I'm missing class this week, and I'll see you guys next week.
Here's a little tour of the beamline. You might be wondering why it was so noisy in the last video clip. That's because we have to pump all of the air outside of these tubes and these chambers to do the experiments, because X-rays actually don't travel through air all that well. The second thing you might be wondering is, why is everything wrapped in aluminum foil? That's because we basically heat these things up. We call it a bake to help basically evaporate the water from the inside, because that's a lot of the stuff that we have to get out. So that's still making the vacuum better. And a lot of this stuff is all vacuum stuff, so basically pumps. Inside this is the actual microscope, so you can see that little bullet shaped thing. That's what we actually use to focus the X-rays down and shine it onto our little magnets. So it's a lot of machinery. That's a pump. That's one of these pumps that makes a lot of noise. It runs 24 hours a day. It's a lot of machinery, but it's actually pretty simple if you get down to it. So that's basically the beamline for you. Hope you enjoyed the tour. This is my coworker Ling working on a chamber that he built. He's an excellent scientist and a really fun guy to hang out with, so I'm glad I work with him. The end.